Airplanes represent a sense of independence, giving you the freedom to go wherever you want, whenever you want. But let's face it, having your plane, say a Cessna, is a status symbol. The convenience of having a personal plane is immeasurable. To give an example, if you commute every week between Louisiana and Texas on American Airlines, it would require the following. First, you have to arrive at Baton Rouge Airport at least an hour early if you wanted to bring more than a carry-on. There's no free parking, so you'll either have to take a cab or park for $10 a day in the airport parking garage. If you wanted to check a bag, you need to wait in line. Next, you need to wait in another line for security checks, where you remove your belt, shoes, watch, and all your electronics and liquids from your carry-ons. Once you get through TSA, you get to sit at the gate and wait, hoping the flight isn't running late. All of that rhymes. Finally, you get on the plane, where space and comfort don't exactly exist, and wait again and again due to ground delays. Once you get up in the air, the flight time is hard to beat in a single engine, but you never know whom you get the pleasure of sitting next to. Arriving in Dallas, however, is another story. Taxi times are an average of 10 minutes, but can go much higher. Getting off the plane usually takes another 10 minutes unless you sat at the exit row. Then you make a long walk to baggage claim. And finally, there's the wait for bags, usually around 10 minutes. After all that, you leave the airport for a half-hour drive to downtown Dallas. From door to door, assuming everything is on time, that's about 4.5 hours. The cost would be around $375 for a non-refundable round-trip ticket, and that's assuming everything's on time and the airline didn't cancel your flight. Commuting in your airplane is a little different. Let's say you have a Cirrus SR-22. From the comfort of your home, you file an IFR flight from Baton Rouge to Dallas, then call the FBO, asking them to pull out your plane and tell them how much fuel to add. Arriving at the airport, you walk out of your car to your plane. No lines and no TSA. Do pre-flight checks, call for IFR clearance and taxi instructions, then take off. Flight time in your SR-22 for this route is about 2.5 hours from takeoff to landing. There are no long walks to baggage claim, no waits for baggage, no nothing. You just leave the airport. Usually, from door to door, this takes about 3.5 to 4 hours, and your variable cost will be $320 round trip, even though you will spend more time in the air while flying in your Cirrus. The total time spent from door to door is about 1 hour less. The best thing about this is the huge flexibility it offers. You can change your plans at any time and decide to make a last-minute trip. Your costs stay the same. While on American Airlines, you'll be paying from $500 to over $1,000 for a last-minute trip. The cost of owning a plane can be split into two groups: fixed and variable costs. Your fixed costs are incurred even if you never take the plane out of the hangar. These are scheduled maintenance and inspections, unforeseen repairs, insurance, and hangar or tie-down fees. To estimate an hourly cost, you must amortize the fixed costs over your flying hours, which means you must have an estimate of how many hours per year you plan to fly. Let's work on an example problem. Let's say you're getting a Cessna 182. It's a solid, proven aircraft model with easy maintenance requirements. Buying a Cessna 182 will cost you about $550,000 to $600,000. But if you don't have a lot of money, 1974 was a good year for the Cessna 182. I have a friend who flies a 1974 182P from time to time, and from what I've heard as well, they're generally sturdy. So you can find a 1974 Cessna 182P for anywhere between $150,000 to $200,000. It used to sell for $75,000, but prices are currently through the roof. So how much does it cost to fly? The operating costs are fairly straightforward and significantly lower than most other conventional aircraft. These are typically broken down by hour and include fuel, insurance, tie-down or hangar storage fees, regular maintenance inspections, and landing fees. Typical Cessna 182 costs around $180 to $200 per hour, depending on a wide range of variables. For hourly costs, the 182 burns about 14 gallons per hour, with avgas typically costing about $6 per gallon. Hourly fuel costs for the 182 run between $84 to $90 per hour. For an oil change, if you do it yourself, it'll cost you about $100 every 40 hours, which breaks down to 2 cents per hour. Also, remember that you'll have to overhaul your engine every 1,500 hours, and it'll cost you about $24,000 for the engine and another $2,400 for labor. Breaking this down gives us $17 per hour flown. Another thing is prop overhauls, which is also done every 1,500 hours, and this will cost you about $2,500 for the prop and $2,000 for the governor. Breaking it down with 1,500 hours gives us $3 per hour. So in a Cessna 182, every hour flown will cost you a total of $110 per hour in variable costs. For the fixed yearly costs, an annual inspection will cost you about $1,200. That's if nothing's broken and needs replacement. Depending on whether you just carry liability coverage or full hull coverage, this cost will vary, but typically runs between $530 and $1,200 per year, which adds about $3 to $6 per hour depending on the number of hours flown in a year. Hangar or tie-down fees will run you anything from $100 to $300 per month, depending on whether you want your plane hangared or tied down at an airport. This doesn't include periodic improvements you might want to make to your aircraft, such as a fresh coat of paint now and then or maybe a new gadget in the cockpit. So which airplane is for you? Looking at two-seaters. This is the Stoddard Hamilton Glasair 3. The only language this airplane hears is "Get there fast." The Glasair 3 is an all-composite improved variant of the earlier Glasair 2 with retractable landing gear and a 300 horsepower Lycoming IO 540 engine. It has 2 seats side by side with dual controls and can fit wingtip fuel tanks on it for long-range missions. This airplane uses the 300 horsepower Lycoming IO 540 engine, which helps it to cruise at 272 knots, climb at 2,400 feet per minute, with a range of 1,100 nautical miles. If you want lots of speed in a 2-seat airplane, this airplane is for you. This is the Bristol B-23. This aircraft is a popular modern trainer used by flight schools. This plane features a lovely glass cockpit, visibility is great, and the use of a Rotax engine makes it highly efficient and economical. This airplane uses the 100 horsepower Rotax 912 engine, which helps it to cruise at 130 miles per hour, climb at 700 feet per minute, with a range of 800 miles. If you want an excellent modern training platform certified for night VFR, a plane that will also deliver lower operating costs, this airplane is for you. With $230,000, you can get this airplane brand new. The Progressive Aerodyne Sea Ray is one of the best seaplanes you can get your hands on in the market today. Design-wise, it's not the sleekest or the best-looking airplane from the list, but it is the best bet for that money. Performance-wise, you're looking at a cruise speed of 90 to 100 knots. Useful load is close to 600 pounds. If you want a plane that will take you anywhere, be it an airport or a beach, this airplane is for you. Now, the best part about the Sea Ray is the price. You can easily get into one of these airplanes for only $120,000. And if you search good enough in the used market, you can get into one of these planes for less than $60,000. Looking at 4-seaters. This is the Sling TSI. This airplane was built to be the most practical and desirable lightweight 4-place experimental aircraft on the market, and it has been critically acclaimed for its capabilities, effortless handling, and all-round functionality. It comfortably seats 4 with luggage and still cruises effortlessly and efficiently, making it the ultimate in affordable cross-country flying. Using the 141 horsepower Rotax 915 engine, cruise speed is 148 knots, 1,000 feet per minute climb rate, and a range of 900 nautical miles. If you want a highly efficient, modern 4-seat design, this airplane is for you. This is the Lancer Mako. The performance of this airplane is great, and it is one of the fastest 4-place airplanes in the market today. Starting with the sturdy composite airframe that's built to stringent utility class standards, the Mako is designed for the long haul. This airplane uses the 350 horsepower Continental IO 550 turbocharged engine, which helps it to seat 4 and cruise at 225 knots or 417 kilometers per hour, climb at 1,900 feet per minute with a range of 1,100 nautical miles. If you want speed and lots of speed, this airplane is for you. This is the Vans RV-10. The RV-10 is a true 4-person airplane. This means it will carry 4 full-grown adults, full fuel, and 60 pounds of baggage while remaining at or below maximum gross weight. In this airplane, you can comfortably cruise at 197 miles per hour with a range of 825 miles using the 260 horsepower Lycoming IO 540 engine. If your mission includes more than 2 people and you like airplanes that perform and handle well, this airplane is for you. With over $130,000, you could build this aircraft yourself. This is the Cirrus SR-22. For a fixed-gear machine, General Aviation's most popular airplane offers performance that's more typically associated with retractables. Perhaps equally important, the SR-22 has a generous-sized cabin that will easily accommodate 4 adults. Using the Continental IO 550 engine, the SR-22 cruises at 211 miles per hour, climbs at 1,200 feet per minute, with a range of 1,000 miles. Whether you're a new aviator looking for the perfect first airplane or an experienced IFR pilot with discerning tastes, this airplane is for you. The price for this plane is about $850,000. These are the Cessna Corvallis and the Corvallis TTX. Both Corvallis airplanes use the same big 310 horsepower Continental IO 550 engine. Both are great and fast airplanes capable of fast non-stop trips like New York to Atlanta, New York to Toronto, Miami to the Bahamas, or Los Angeles to Las Vegas. If you need to cover long distances fast, this airplane is for you. These models cost around $500,000 to $800,000. Because they're no longer in production, you can only buy a used model far less. This is the Pipistrel Panthera. The Panthera is undoubtedly the most efficient 4-seat airplane. It achieves unprecedented efficiency through careful aerodynamic shaping and lightweight advanced composite structure. The Panthera uses the 260 horsepower Lycoming IO 540 engine, which helps it to cruise at 230 miles per hour, climb at 1,300 feet per minute, with a range of 1,000 miles. If you need a highly efficient speed machine, this airplane is for you. Buying this plane brand new will cost you about $600,000. This is the Cessna 172 Skyhawk. The 172 is more suited to cross-country flying. Due to its stable design, if its position in the air is disturbed by turbulence or an accidental touch of the controls, it has a strong tendency to return to its original position without any input from the pilot. With a useful load of nearly 900 pounds, you can comfortably fit 4 persons plus some luggage and comfortably cruise at 140 miles per hour over 800 miles using the 160 horsepower Lycoming IO 260 engine. If you need a great trainer with forgiving flight characteristics and great visibility, this airplane is for you. This is the Mooney Acclaim Ultra. Moonies are about more than simply speed, however. The type offers strong climb performance, typically 1,200 feet per minute. They're comfortable machines to fly, reasonably easy to maintain, and they offer better range than practically anything else in the class. With nearly 1,000 pounds of useful load, The Acclaim cruises at 278 miles per hour over 1,000 miles using the 280 Continental IO 550 engine. If you need a speed machine, this airplane is for you. Looking at family airplanes. This is the Beechcraft Baron, one of the best family airplanes in the market today. I consider this airplane a flying SUV. It's a favorite among private pilots to fly, and it's certainly built to handle more than just private aircraft use. The Baron has long been related to exactness craft that appeals to each pilot and passengers alike. This aircraft cruises at 230 miles per hour, climbs at over 1,500 feet per minute with a range of 1,700 miles. With $1.4 million, you can get this airplane brand new. If your flying needs involve flying with your whole family, this airplane is for you. This is the Piper Meridian. The Meridian is a master of both short and long-range missions. The Meridian brings together the highly trusted Pratt & Whitney PT6 turbine engine and Garmin's advanced avionics to yield a flight range over 1,000 miles at an altitude of 30,000 feet. The price for a brand new Piper Meridian is about $3 million. If you want something luxurious and cost-effective, this airplane is for you. This is the epic E1000. The E1000 came with so many advancements with a sleeker, modern design, carbon fiber construction, and better performance. This is certainly the most beautiful single-engine turboprop to look at. The E1000 promises a 360 mile-per-hour cruise speed, delivers a fuel burn of 40 gallons per hour at 300 knots up to 34,000 feet, and a range of at least 1,650 nautical miles. If you want a recent design that will carry about 6 people and travel far and fast, this airplane is for you. To get a brand new Epic 1000 will cost you $3.5 million. This is the TBM 940. The newest model, the TBM 940, brings years of intelligent thinking into arguably the best single-engine turboprop. Fitted with the Pratt & Whitney PT6 engine, the 940 climbs and cruises faster than its predecessors without any increase in horsepower. This airplane is built for versatility, and it's perfect for a family of 6 or business executives. The TBM cruises at 300 miles per hour, climbs at 4,000 feet per minute with a range of 2,000 miles. If you're looking for a multi-purpose power horse that can take you from point A to point B fast and efficiently, this airplane's for you. With $4.3 million, you can have this airplane brand new. This is the Pilatus PC-12. This airplane is built for versatility. It's perfect for business executives with up to 10 passengers, treated to a true office in the sky with the latest entertainment and communication devices. It's also one of the most versatile single-pilot turboprop planes used all around the world for business charters, air ambulance, surveillance, law enforcement, and cargo transport. If you're looking for a multi-purpose power horse that can take you from gravel to grass or even more rudimentary runways, don't look past the Pilatus PC-12. A brand new PC-12 costs about $5.5 million. Kicking off with private jets, number 1, the Cirrus Vision Jet. The SF-50 is the first certified single-engine private jet, also the first jet to come with a whole aircraft ballistic parachute, making it the safest aircraft in the light jet category. This jet cruises at 350 miles per hour with a range of 1,000 miles. If you want an entry-level private jet, this airplane is for you. The price for a brand new Vision Jet is about $2.5 million. If you like our videos, please smash the like and subscribe button. You can also join us by clicking on the link next to the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.